Okay. Hi, I am in New York. I haven't even unpacked, not just a little bit, but I need to get this. Oh my god, I need to wash my hair. I need to get this off my chest because I'm a little unrattled. Here's what happened. I am usually not that gullible when I am on the road, and also I don't really get scammed, but I did. Well, I almost did. So what happened was I feel stupid for tooting about red cap service on my Instagram story before I got to fully use it. I really appreciated the red caps at the Union Station in DC, but they were supposed to have the New York red caps pick me up, but they didn't. So I had to carry my backpack, my weekender, 4 luggages at the door of the Moynihan station, which is a lot, and the exit is kind of like an uphill a little. So I went out and I'm super tired. I am almost frozen to death because the AC was insane. It's not that hot, and they just cranked up the AC to the maximum. I was freezing, and I somehow managed to get everything out the door. There's usually yellow cabs lined up in front of the station, so I'm looking for the line. But today there are Ubers in the line as well. There were 3 Ubers in front of the yellow cab, and I'm like, that's weird, but it says Uber. So somebody just comes up to me, one of the 3 drivers of the 3 Ubers in front of the yellow cab comes up to me and they're like, you're looking for a car? I'm like, yes. He just takes my bags. I get in the car, which was kind of odd. I usually call an Uber. I'm not usually solicited by an Uber. So I get in, I'm just wondering how this works. He asks for my address, he gets the Uber app out, and then he just calculates how much it is and he shows me, and that's how much I'm supposed to pay. And it says $51 and it's Uber Black. So I'm like, oh, this is shady. But I'm already in the car. It took forever to get all the luggages in the trunk. I just won't tip him. I'll just pay the $50. It's not that big of a difference. Well, it kind of is double the price, but I'm just gonna pay it. I just have to get to my place. I'm so tired. And so he quotes me on it, and you can just Venmo or Zelle, and I'm like, Venmo or Zelle you? You don't even have a credit card processing device? I don't know if this is illegal. I don't know if this is legit Uber. I don't know. But yeah, we're already on the road for 2 seconds, because the minute he starts to drive, we hear police siren, and he's like, oh, I think that's for me. I'm like, ha ha ha, and he's like, no, really? I'm like, are you serious? And he's like, yeah. So he knew what he was doing was wrong, whereas I didn't. I should have known. This is why you shouldn't travel when you're super tired, because you forget all the things that you already know. Anyway, we get stopped, and the police is checking his driver's license, checking the permit and whatnot. There are 2 cars, front and back of the Uber cab that I got on. So one car has 2 officers. One of them talks to the driver. The other one comes around my window and says, ma'am, could you please step out of the car? And I'm like, okay, what did I do? And he's like, don't be scared. We're not trying to scare you. So I was telling him what happened. This car is apparently not licensed to work as an Uber. He's just a regular dude pretending he's an Uber driver. I'm like, okay, fine. I didn't even know that was a thing. And then he's like, you were gonna get scammed. So the other officer in another car called a yellow cab for me, made sure that I was properly in a real New York cab, and that's how I got here. And it cost me half the price. So everybody take the yellow cab. Yeah, I'm rethinking Uber and Lyfts in the city now. Okay, so I gotta go unpack before I go to dinner with Melody, but that's what happened. Also, I kind of have a broken window, and my room is smaller than I thought. I knew I was renting a closet for a ridiculous price, but I was fine because I needed a place in March. I am not a last minute person. I would rather die than to look for a May move-in place in April. So I was like, I need to have a place early March, and that I did. I think it was late February that I rented this. So I am happy that I have this place. But yeah, but it's fine. It's all fine. 그래요? 재밌어.
언니 맥주도 마시고 그러세요?
첫날이잖아. 그리고 나 별일이 다 있었어, 진짜. 진짜 웃기다.
왜냐면 이사 오면은 다 먹었어요. 빵이랑 조그만 김밥이랑 야채 같은 조그만 거.
되게 스모키하다.
그죠? 약간 절 냄새.
맞아. 그리고 나 이런 향수도 좋아해.
저도요.
뭔지 알아? 그러네. 맛있어, 맛있어?
정말 오늘의 매력은 정말 알코올 쓰레기인 게 매력이었어요. 언니가 약간 강인한 이런 것들이 있다가 사실은 잘 들여다보지 않아도 이 사람의 약한 모습도 살짝 볼 수 있는 게 언니.
아닌데? 나 알코올 강한데? 넌 주사가 뭔데?
저 엄청 근데 약간 정말 취하면 멈출 줄을 모르는 것 같아요. 사람들 집에 못 가게 하고. 좀 부자신 같아요.
제일 싫어.
사람들 집에 못 가게 막.
제일 싫어.
그리고 막
왜? Just moved into my new place, which is like 1,000 times better than the room that I used to stay in. It's at least like 1.5 times bigger, and I get my own bathroom, which is very, very big. Oh my god, it is so hot. It is a hot, hot day. I am here to update you guys on my post 2L life. I can't believe I am almost more than halfway done with my summer internship. It has been crazy, but good crazy. And now I'm talking to you from my new place. I'm now in Williamsburg. I've moved out of the teeny tiny closet that I was in. I am paying more for this room than my DC apartment. The status of New York City rent, it's not even like Manhattan. I'm in Brooklyn. And yet, the rent is insane. So I'm kind of scared. Not really looking forward to paying what I have to pay when I come back. But I at least need this much space to sustain a life. So I'm glad that I've moved. I've been enjoying Williamsburg. It's a great neighborhood. It's not as crazy as Manhattan, but it's like gentrified. So it has everything. It's a Saturday. I only worked 2 hours today. Okay, here's the thing. Everybody says that 2L big law internship is like easy breezy. You're only networking, you're only socializing. That might have been true until like 3 years ago. I don't know. Or like until last year, apparently, from what I've heard. But this year, it's not just our firm. I'm just gonna make that clear. It seems like everyone is just like properly working. But I actually prefer it this way, not to sound like a total goody goody two shoes, which I am, but I actually prefer experiencing what it will actually be like if I do become an associate. So yeah, I like finding out about the different working styles of different people at the firm, different practice areas, because as a summer you get to just experience different areas and not make a choice. You're not bound by a group as a summer associate. So I really like that I get to experience both litigation and transactional work and different subject matters. So it's been a lot of good busy and a lot of good socialization. I really enjoy working with everyone at the firm. By the way, my firm sponsored my video. I'm not saying this because I have to. I think I've made a really good choice, and I've been really lucky to be paired with the people that I've been working for and with. So yeah, that is my summer associate life update. And I realized that I have to put something on my lips because I look like a... Okay, I am back. Put something on. What do I have as a 2L wrap? So my 2L life has been fantastic. I really, really, really enjoyed it compared to my 1L. Not that my 1L was miserable, but it was much more enjoyable 2L because I got to choose all my classes. I was taking all the classes that I really wanted to take. Entertainment law, copyright law, trademark, evidence. I was in an IP clinic. Yeah, so it was a really good set of classes, and I'm looking forward to 3L because 3L is also electives, but it's gonna be a lot more chill. It's gonna be a lot more chill. We're gonna be registering for classes early in July, and I am predicting that I'm only gonna go to classes Monday through Wednesday. So, invitation for recommendations for long weekend trips from DC. Okay, what else happened in 2L? Oh, so my 1L, I was placed runner-up at the ELI writing competition, which opened a lot of doors. I also had some time in 2L. I got second place in an IP law writing competition held by a firm known for their IP practice, so I was super happy. I got to talk about their practice, got to find out a lot about the work that they do. But mainly I was just excited to write something about intellectual property law. Yes, I'm a nerd. Here's the thing, to be honest, it didn't take me more than like an hour to write. It was a short writing competition. The reason why it took me such a short amount of time was because I already knew what I was going to write about. So I didn't know about this competition. Like I just came across it on LinkedIn or something. And I've just been doing like background research on IP litigation for fun. So I had like a separate folder where I keep cases and news of things that interest me. And most of it, if not all, is legal news, and a lot of it has to do with intellectual property. And I've been interested in this particular case, which involves the choreographer Kyle Hanagami. I don't know if you know. You should know. He's great. And it has to do with a game that just ripped off his moves and put it on their avatars in the game. And he filed suit, as he should, because it's his moves. And apparently there has been like several similar suits before, but they've all been dismissed. But Hanagami prepared well. He submitted like videos as evidence. So it was like the first case where the case wasn't thrown out of court. It just opened a door for a lot of choreographers to protect their work and claim their IP rights. So I was just following this case because it was a novel case. When it was ruled that this case wouldn't be thrown out of court and the motion to dismiss was denied, that's when I came across this competition. I was like, I'm gonna write about this. Been following this case for a few years now, and I know all the details about it, and I know the significance and the implications this case might have on IP law. So I think I pretty much had like the draft in my head for a few years without thinking that I might have the chance to submit this to a writing competition. And luckily, yeah. So I don't know about entering more competitions or like trying to publish student notes during my 3L year, but I might. I encourage all like law students and future law students to look out for any opportunities outside school where you can expand or dig deeper into your interests. Yeah, so that's one happy news. Another very big happy news that doesn't really have to do with school is that my new book is out. This 356 pages of intense labor over many years finally out. It came out in April. So I feel really guilty about introducing this now. Like I actually posted about this on my Instagram yesterday. My editor has been writing me like, don't you want to promote your book on your Instagram? Like I'll get to that, and I finally did it yesterday. It's been a busy summer. It's been really busy. Like it's been busy. This, I am so proud. It might be my last travel book. Who knows? We started this project before the pandemic, writing my book. Then it just got suspended indefinitely because COVID. And we picked it up before Omicron. We're thinking, oh, it's over now. And then I made my second press trip to cover everything that has changed because of COVID. And then I came back, and like a week later, Omicron. So suspended again indefinitely. And then I go to law school. A month into my fall semester, my editor's like, we're picking this up again. I'm like, really now? Okay. So because I'm in the US, my editor had to do a lot of legwork trying to confirm whether the draft was already there and the photos were all submitted, but we had to double check and triple check to see if all of the updated data was updated. And yeah, and it's finally out. I am so happy.
아이스워터 하나 마실까?
Thank you. 잘 먹겠습니다.
Pretty much like a meager sushi style, so I really recommend. We do have the wine pairing available.
Golden Osaka caviar has a bluefin tuna starter.
Thank you.
짠!
With green apple, Asian pear, and turnip slices right on top. Enjoy. Thank you.
너무 맛있다.
이건 스팸. So we have smoked eel, mushroom, spinach, and also a little bit of flavor.
밥 되게 맛. 진해.
Finishing off with our tare sauce, which is the soy sauce.
So what they grill on your left is the banchan. I'll briefly go over a few. We have the chimichurri sauce, tomato 겉절이 kimchi, charred cucumber.
So this is with our brown butter ice cream with almond cream.
너무 예뻐.